Good morning everybody, welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video right here on Tellor or TRB. Had to make a video on this. This went absolutely crazy yesterday and is still to a certain extent going crazy right now. So just wanted to give you my thoughts on this, on what to expect, you know, what to be careful for as well, because Tellor, and I can tell you this from experience, Tellor has been extremely manipulated a couple of times, and what happens is that market makers make a lot of money, but ultimately most people that trade it do not make a lot of money. All right, so just be aware of that if you do want to trade this. And potentially, I also want to tell you that, you know, if you're a bit of a younger trader, a bit of a beginning trader, just stay away from this. All right. So some of you will probably still remember the massive rally we had right here from August 2023 until December 2023. 2023 was absolutely crazy. And since then we've had these huge moves. You can see right here a couple of times, and that's also what's going on right now. Now I have to say, when I look at Tellor right here, it is looking bullish, right? And I do expect more bullish momentum. We broke above a significant level right here between $44 and $40, and one of the best things you can always look at when you're looking at these huge moves is, all right, how much volume is there behind this? Because obviously there's a lot of leverage, right? If you take a look at the open interest, it's huge, right? And at some point of time, that's both longs and shorts, by the way, those are going to get hunted out. But ultimately, if you look at the bigger picture, look, trading this is going to be very difficult because it will be very volatile. I personally opened a trade on this last week after this initial move, because we actually had a high volume move on Sunday as well. And you can see it just reversed the entire move, right? It liquidated almost all longs. We stayed in. We were testing in the signal group. We were testing a new system to catch potential moves like this, but this obviously worked better. And by the way, if you don't believe me, then here is the proof. There you can see cilinixfxcapital as well, but that doesn't matter. But that was it was just a small position, right? So did I make a lot of money on this? No. But ultimately, the main thing, what I was talking about, the main thing you should watch with things like this is volume, right? And Tellor at this point of time has incredible volume. It's in the top 10 in terms of the last hour. It's in the top 10 in the last 8 hours. So that is incredibly strong. And usually when you see a lot of volume with a high time frame break, you'd have to assume that we're going higher. Now, first of all, we've left a huge imbalance here to the downside. So I do think on the short term, it's more likely we're going to fill some of that imbalance, right? So that on the 4-hour time frame here, we'll get some spikes down to liquidate some late longers and maybe to get some shorters in the price. But then I do expect a move up higher. And when we're talking about that move up higher, the main levels that stand out to me are, first of all, the yearly rolling VWAP, which was also the main resistance level during the last spike in November 24. So that's around, what is it, $63. But then afterwards, the next major level is probably right here around $75. Those would be my main price targets. I think $63 at least is likely. And then it also depends on how much of a rejection we get from that level, right? If we spike up to 63 and we get a massive rejection back down afterwards, then it's quite likely that was the top. Well, if we get a mild rejection from there and a mild resistance touch, and we hold, for example, $50 as support afterwards, which is also an intraday support level, we can still rally up higher. But that's what's going on. That's what I think is most likely, and that's also what I think you need to know. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care, and bye.